Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shazi and today I'm back with another video. But before I deep dive into what I have to say to you guys, I want to give a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, everyone who liked, everyone who commented. Thank you so much guys. To those who haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that each and every time when I upload you will be notified. Now let's get right into what I have for you today guys. So today I want to be talking about something really practical. It happens in my life, it happens in your life, and it happens to almost everyone guys. It really does. Today I want to be talking about comparisons. Comparisons brings forth jealousy. Like, you are just gonna end up being jealousy of that person. So it's not good to compare, right? It's not good to compare. But most of the times we find ourselves comparing our bodies to the next person. We find ourselves comparing our relationship to the next person. We end up comparing our finances to the next person, and it's not good guys to be comparing ourselves to the other people. It's not good to be comparing ourselves to the other people, because the thing which happens in this day is that most of us are going to be comparing ourselves to people on Instagram, people on Facebook, people on YouTube, but in reality no one is showing their journey which sucks on social media. No one is doing that, so it's not even necessary guys to be comparing yourself to that person. So today I came up with 7 ways in which you can stop comparing yourself to the other person. So the first way is that you have to define what happiness and success means to you. You have to define what happiness and success means to you, because if you don't define what happiness and success means to you, you are going to be forced to use someone else's definition. You are really going to be forced to do that, and it's not good to end up using someone else's definition. This is just going to lead to depression. This is just going to lead to stress. This is just going to lead to chronic diseases. It's going to lead to a lot of things. It's going to lead to negative emotions. So it's not good for you to compare yourself to the next person. Define what happiness and success means to you. Define what it means to you financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, relationally. Define what happiness means to you in all of those areas. Don't compare your relationship to that of Megan Good and Devon Franklin. Don't do that. Don't compare your body to that of Megan Good. Don't do that. Don't compare your face to that of the other makeup artist that you saw on Instagram. Don't do that, guys. It's not necessary. You have to define what happiness and success means to you. And okay, guys, you might want to know why I gave an example of Megan Good and Devon Franklin. Honestly speaking, I really love Megan Good's body. I really do love it. I really do love it. And I was like to my friend the other day, I would die. That's what I literally said. I said that I would die to have Megan Good's body. And my friend was like, you know what, Sherry, you don't have to be comparing your body to that of Megan Good, because Megan Good, she is an actor. Not just an actor, but an Hollywood actor. Like, it's so obvious that everything is just available to her. She has that rehab team, she has that wake up team, she has a diet team. She has all those things available to her, because acting is your career and their body is their career. Like, she is gonna be doing all those things to make your body to be looking all that good. So you don't have to be comparing yourself to her. And I was like, you know what, girl, you're talking sense. Like, I literally say that. So I had to define what happiness means to me in terms of my physical body. I had to, and I did, and from that time, guys, I just became the happiest person around. I had to define what relationships means to me, what relationship means to me, what happiness means to me, and yeah, guys, it's a good tip. You have to follow that, okay? So this leads us into our second point. Our second point is that you have to discover your strengths. Discover your strengths, guys. It's very important that you know your strengths, because if you don't know what your strengths are, you are going to be comparing yourself to almost everyone. Like, let's say that you have a strength in planning and you have no clue that you have that strength. You're going to be comparing yourself to designers, you're going to be comparing yourself to singers, you're going to be comparing yourself to makeup artists, you're going to be comparing yourself to pastors. You are just going to be comparing yourself to almost everyone. But when you get to know what your strength is, the thing that is going to happen is that it's going to shrink like the number of people that you compare yourself to. Let's say that you have a strength in planning. The number of people that you're comparing yourself to are going to be shrink. Like, you are just going to be comparing yourself to planners, right? Yes, comparison is not good, but it's very much better to be comparing yourself to the whole of the world. Like, it's not just good. I was once that person who used to be so clueless about what my strengths and weaknesses were. Like I told you guys in my last video, if you haven't checked it, please do check it. So I told you in my last video that I was just that person who was so clueless about my strengths, about my weaknesses. I just didn't know nothing about what I liked, what I didn't like. That is me, and it's very, very, very dangerous. You have to know your strengths, because if you don't, you will just end up comparing yourself to the other people. And the other thing, guys, if you get to know your strengths, you are going to value other people's strengths. You're going to not be in that place of being jealousy of that person. So what I did last year, guys, I gathered my friends, my close friends, and my relatives, and then I just asked, what do you think are my strengths? What do you think that I'm good at? And the answers that I got, guys, I didn't know that I was a good planner. I didn't know that I was a good speaker. I didn't know that I was good at kind of inspiring people. I didn't know that, guys. I didn't know that I was confident. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But when I got to know about it, I then started to work on it, because those are my strengths. I don't have time to be comparing myself to a musician, guys, because I am acting on what I'm good at. So it's very important that you know what you are good at. Know your strengths. Take the time to discover what your strengths are. So this brings us into our third point. And our third point is that you have to study other people's pains. Study other people's pains, study other people's journey. Sometimes you're comparing yourself to that other person, but do you know, like, how she got to be the person that she is? Do you know why she got to be the person with that 100 followers, 100,000 followers? Like, do you know your journey? Do you know his journey? Do you know, like, how she got to be the person that she is? Like, guys, there is this person that I really love. There's this lady that I really love. She's a speaker. She's a pastor. I really love you. And her name is Sarah Jakes Roberts. Like, I always thought myself that one day is one day. I'm gonna be like her. One day is one day. I mean, I would do all other things just, to portray, yeah. Yeah, I used to do that because I really love you. But then, it was until last year when I read a book called Lost and Found. Oh, guys, that lady went through so much. To be the person that she is right now, it's because of the pain that she went through in your life. I mean, if I was asked, guys, if I wanted to be, going through that same pain so that I could be just like her, no, honestly, no, I wouldn't want to be going through that pain, because no, I just can't. So sometimes it's really necessary that you get to know that person's pain, that person's journey, study that person's pain. You really have to do that. If it's someone on Instagram and you feel like they're just on top of the world, you feel like they're just blooming, you feel like everything is just on point, I mean, if it's possible, just DM that person, ask them, how did you get to be this person that you are? Honestly, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. I mean, people have gone through the most. And the other thing that I've said at the start of this video is that people are only going to be showing you the positive things. In fact, social media is for positivity. So you are going to just be showing the positive things. No one is going to tell you about the journey that is sucking in their lives. No one. Okay, guys, this brings us to our fourth point. And our fourth point is that allow yourself to be a student and don't be judgmental. So most of the times we find ourselves judging other people, like we just look at them and then we judge. Honestly, I've had people who just see a couple on Instagram and be like, this is too good to be true. This is out of this world. this is fake. Like, really? Really now? I mean, that comes from a place of jealousy. I mean, be a student, go to that couple, ask them how they do things. Ask them how they do things in their relationship. Your relationship might be slacking, but if it is going on with them, go to them, ask them tips on how to handle relationships, and they will give you tips. Be a student, don't judge other people. You feel like they are financially stable and you don't know how to manage your monies. Go to them, allow yourself to be a student. You feel like their first beat is always on point. Don't judge that person. Go to them, ask them how they do it. As for me, guys, I have a lot of people that I admire in this world. I really have a lot of people that I admire in this world. So what do I do? What do I do? I listen to their podcasts. I read their books. I just find ways, to engage with them, because most of those people, they are not even in my proximity. There is no need for me to be comparing myself to those people. But the best thing that I can do is to allow myself to be a student. So yeah, I read their books, I listen to their podcasts, I listen to their stories. I just do anything to engage with them. So yeah, don't judge that person. Instead, go to that person, ask them how they do things, allow yourself to be a student. Be the bigger person, knock, knock, knock in that DM, and yes, get to know how they do things. Let's move right into their fifth point, and our fifth point is that collaborate, guys, and do not compete. Collaboration and not competition. Sometimes we find ourselves, wanting to compete with that makeup artist. We want to be competing with that speaker. We want to be competing with that singer. We want to be competing with that person who say that is the guru in the accounting field. Like, it's competition, competition, competition. Guys, it's not necessary. It's not even necessary. It's not necessary for you to be comparing, to be competing with that other person. The best way is to collaborate with that person. Collaborate. Ask them, how do you do things? What are the habits that you do? What do you eat to be this person? How do you make your body to be like that? How do you beat your face? Like, how do you do the face bird? I mean, can I also collaborate with you so that we can do one common thing? I mean, collaboration create bonds, guys, and collaboration, it crushes competition. Literally, it does crush competition. So it's not necessary for you to compare yourself with that other person. Collaborate with them, text them, DM them, ask them how they do things, and yeah, you'll be shocked. Them asking you to collaborate with you. So guys, do not compete, but just collaborate. And now this takes us to our sixth point. And our sixth point is stop comparing yourself to the other person, and by doing that small thing really well. Like, guys, we tend to take those small things for granted. Like, let's say that you are passionate in singing, you're passionate about planning, like you are just passionate about, okay, whatever it is. I mean, we take that thing for granted. Like, you don't put maximum effort in it. Be it you are doing volunteering, be it you're doing anything, be it serving, guys, you have to put all your heart in it. You have to do it with a big heart. The small things, right? The small things, do it with a big heart. God is there, God sees, God knows what's happening, and you don't even know what is doing behind the scenes. Honestly, you don't know what is doing behind the scenes. Even in the word of God, they say that God blesses the humble beginnings. That thing, just do it with a big heart, and you will see doors will be opened, and all doors will be opened, and you'll be shocked. One of those days, you will be like, oh my God, that thing, I just started it, out of the blues, and now it has taken me this far. You will be shocked. So do that thing really well. Do that small thing with a big heart. And this brings us to our last point. And our last point is, do that thing that you've been putting away. This is very important, guys. You have to do that thing that you've been putting away. Because you know what? Sometimes you are just comparing yourself to that person, but in actual fact, you could also start doing that thing. There's someone who wants to start a podcast, but you're just procrastinating and procrastinating and procrastinating. You're just putting that thing away. You want to start you want to shoot your music video. You are not doing it. You want to start a business. You're not doing it. Why aren't you doing it? Guys, just start. Just that. Keep yourself busy. You won't have that time to be comparing yourself to the other person. You won't have that time. So guys, do not compare yourself to other people. People are going through the most out there, but no one is gonna show how their journey is sucking out there. No one is gonna do that. People are just gonna be showing you positivity, 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 but no one is showing us what's happening behind the scenes. No one is doing that. So guys, it's very important that we stop comparing yourself to it's very important, guys, that we stop comparing ourselves to other people. Focus on yourself. Take this time to focus on yourself. Take this time to focus on your strengths. Take this time to start the thing that you've been putting away. So guys, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it enough, don't forget to like and to comment. And also guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and the notification bell. Don't forget to hit on it so that you get notifications each and every time when I post. And guys, don't forget to comment the thing that you have that really hit hardcore, the tip that really hit hardcore, because I know that those tips are bomb. So guys, this brings us to the end of our video. Let's catch up next week on So guys, this brings us this brings us to the end of our video. Let's catch up next week. Next week I'm gonna try to do 2 videos. I'm just hoping that I can. So yeah, let's catch up next week, guys. Take care, be safe. I love you. Bye.